This week on Chuckload of Comics, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. To celebrate, we are going to count down our favorite top 10 Irish comic book characters.
That's right.
Right now. Stick around. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hello and welcome to Chuckload of Comics. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Is everybody wearing their green?
I am. Are you?
I am.
Look at that.
I'm wearing my green. There's nothing like wearing green
on St. Patrick's Day.
On St. Patrick's Day. What could go wrong?
What the fuck?
What?
Wait.
What's the problem? I'm confused.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's perfectly fine. We thought this through very thoroughly.
Absolutely.
Our special effects department said, wear a green shirt. It's Patty's Day.
No problem. We got this covered.
So, very special guest here with us today, Andy from the YouTube sensational show, BA in the House.
Gracias. Good
Thanks.
to be here.
Thanks for, is that your Irish?
All right.
Your best Irish brogue impression?
Pretty much.
Gracias.
Gracias, people.
See.
So we're going to do something a little bit different today. We are, instead of doing our normal weekend review and our comic book reviews, we're going to count down in celebration of this, the day of
Saints?
the Saints, Patrick. We're going to count down our top 10 favorite Irish superheroes and comic book characters.
Characters in general.
It's kind of a hard list to come up
I
with.
know, right?
There's only so many.
It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
It was tough, man. It took a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a list of 10 pasty white men and maybe
women.
one or two women that made the list. So before we get into our whole list, first of all, welcome to everybody joining us here on the Chuckload of Comics podcast.
That's right.
Good to be here.
We are now streaming live on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher, and also SoundCloud. So if you don't like watching us on YouTube and you'd rather just listen to us, check us out on iTunes. All right, let's get right into the list. Now that we are getting this train back on the tracks, joining us here with number 10 is our good friend Ryan at 2G1 Reviews. He's going to kick off this list, this funny little list we made.
Yep.
Check out Ryan at 2G1Reviews.com and on YouTube at youtube.com/2G1Reviews. Ryan, what do you got for us?
Who better to kick off the top 10 Irish superheroes of all time than me, Ryan, the Irish Rican? I should really be a superhero myself, but something tells me that I won't be joining Youngblood anytime soon. But look, my number 10 should really be number 1. Number 1, and there's no one better than Tommy Monahan. I mean, the dude is the ultimate hitman, except he has one rule: never kill a good person. He was a good hitman even before getting telepathy and X-ray vision, and Tommy is innovative. When he wanted to get Catwoman's attention, he made a cat signal by laying a dead cat on a spotlight. Monahan actually shot the Joker. He even shot Batman too. I mean, talk about balls. He befriended Superman. How's that for eclectic? The guy went to the Justice League tryouts just to use his X-ray vision to see Wonder Woman. I mean, to see Wonder Woman. He walks out saying, "Now I could die a happy man." And then he turns down the Justice League. How brilliant is that? Now, Tommy Monahan may no longer be with us, but I'm going to raise my glass this St. Patrick's Day to the best damn Irish superhero ever. So Garth, John, Tommy, this one's for you. Now let's see Chuck and Shauna come up with anything more brilliant than Hitman.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Hitman.
I know. That's
That was going to be one of my picks. Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
You made our list that much harder to get through.
I know. He probably would have been more like 5 on our list, I would say. But,
Well.
oh well.
I'm going to kick off our version of the list. Coming in at number 9, Jack-O-Lantern.
Jack-O-Lantern.
What do you guys know
say?
about Jack-O-Lantern? Jack-O-Lantern is a freelance mercenary. He's in the Spider-Man universe. He's a Spider-Man villain. Oh, crap, the cat's yelling.
Walter.
The cat's drunk. Jack-O-Lantern's kind of cool. He looks like the Hobgoblin, only he has a giant pumpkin for a head.
That's cool.
So he's Irish because his last name is O'Lantern?
Because he has
Is
an
that
O in
right?
his name that officially makes him Irish. Coming in at number 8, one of my favorites, Moira MacTaggert from the X-Men
MacTaggert.
universe. You know, Moira MacTaggert, she was
Moika.
She was one of Charles Xavier's love interests for a while. She was a member of many a love triangle in the X-Men universe. She's not a mutant, but she is a geneticist who is kind of the leading expert in mutant affairs.
Yeah.
She's always working with the X-Men doing stuff, and she's a babe.
Number 8, man.
Number 8.
What? What's going on?
Andy's freaking out over here.
All right.
9, 8. Coming in at number 7. None other than the Shamrock.
Shamrock, duh. That's
Duh.
a no-brainer.
Shamrock, the female lady on the list. She might be the only girl that actually made the list.
Moira, you just
Oh yeah, I
said
just
before.
did one. God, we are just like so off today.
But anyway, Shamrock is AKA Molly Fitzgerald,
I'll let you read it.
right? Okay.
Yes, Molly Fitzgerald.
She is a vessel for thousands of souls of innocent people killed in war. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
I'm not quite sure what that means and how that's a superhero power, but anyway, what she does with those souls is she's able to affect probability, and that causes good or bad luck to happen. Hence the old Irish adage of Irish luck, right?
Sure.
Really?
Who doesn't love the Shamrock? What a wonderful person she is. 6. We probably should number these things.
Coming in at number 6.
This one was really high on my list. Black Tom Cassidy. What a great name.
Who is not black, by the way.
Not a black man. He's actually a white man. He just goes by the name of Black Tom Cassidy. Black Tom Cassidy, also in the X-Men universe. He's the cousin of Banshee. Will Banshee make the list? Probably. He fires blasts of energy, but only through wood.
Which is why he carries a shillelagh,
Which is why he carries a shillelagh.
That's quite brilliant, I must say.
He shoots. Not the most creative of characters, Black Tom Cassidy, but one of my
Throws
favorite.
potatoes at you and your fucking head.
Might as well be hurling potatoes at you. This got racist fast. I just like his name. I think Black Tom Cassidy is a fantastic name for a super villain. He's a bad guy, in case you didn't know that.
Of course. Speaking of villains, number 5 on the list.
I think it's
we got
number 5.
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah, I know in the comics he's not technically Irish, but in the 2003 movie with our favorite actor, Ben Affleck.
The one with Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Their favorite actor. No.
Daredevil, people, we're talking Daredevil. Bullseye was played by Colin Farrell.
Farrell, yep.
And he really played up the Irish.
Who is a very Irish fellow.
Yeah. Very thick accent. I think he even flies in from Ireland to do some dirty work, but yeah.
Digging in.
So, definitely Irish in the movie.
Coming in at number 4. This one's a weird one, because like we said, it was kind of a hard list to make. We're going to go with Captain America.
Captain America,
Captain
really?
America, because he was the son of Irish immigrants.
That's true,
We should
good
probably
point.
stipulate that this is not just Irish people, it's also Irish Americans.
Of course,
They're
of course.
natural.
Because, like I said, it's hard to make this list. Andy, what do you think? Captain America makes the list?
Captain America is as American as they come, and I would only have to assume he came from an Irish, European, Scotch-Irish origin.
It's actually just Irish, yes, but
I would
you can
assume
mix it all up in there.
I can see that. I can see that. So,
Captain America, congratulations.
USA,
Steve,
A-OK.
you made the list, Steve. Way to go.
Speaking of Irish Americans, there's one more we got here.
We're going with Daredevil.
That's right.
Daredevil had to make the list. Son of an Irish boxer.
Right?
Battling Jack Murdoch, man. It doesn't get a whole lot more Irish than battling
pretty tough.
Jack Murdoch.
I know.
Now, he was born in New York. He wasn't born in Ireland, but
It's okay. Irish American, man.
he's Irish-ish.
It's just shish. Hush, hush, hush.
However,
hush.
it is the most Irish place in
America.
New York City, though, is
Right.
Hell's Kitchen,
man.
which is pretty much Irish town.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, see? It makes sense to me.
I would chalk that up as yes.
I just want to say this show's going very well.
All right. I'm not even Irish.
I'm really enjoying it. Just wait till our Chinese New Year episode. That's going to be a lot of
Oh, I
fun.
love Chinese food.
Okay,
Coming in at number 2. This one obviously made the list. The most Irish of X-Men. Can you guess who we're about to say? Banshee.
Banshee.
Banshee is the most Irish. When I was thinking about making the list, this was the first and one of the only ones that really popped in my head.
Yeah.
Because he's just the most Irish person in the entire Marvel universe.
He's Mr. Irish, that's for sure. We got lots of X-Men on this list, man. The X-Men love their...
They recruit.
Yeah, they love their Irish.
Strictly a lot of Irish people. Banshee, you know, his mutant power is that he screams a lot.
Like Walter.
He screams.
Is Walter Banshee?
Walter is a mutant cat.
He's a mutant.
We are really drifting here today, guys. Yeah, Banshee, you know him. He's great. He can fly by screaming at the ground. He can blow mountains in half by screaming at them. And yeah.
Pretty awesome.
He was also a love interest of MOIRA MACTAGGERT
That makes sense.
from way back in
Gotta
the
put
day.
those Irish people together.
Sorry, Charles. Xavier. So coming in at number 1.
Drum roll,
The
please.
number 1. Probably my absolute favorite Irishman in all of comics. Do you watch The Preacher on AMC? Did you ever read the book Preacher?
Mm-mm.
Well, Cassidy.
Cassidy. By far my favorite pick.
Favorite Irishman in all of comics, in my
Why is that,
opinion.
Chuck? What
Because
makes
he's
him so
awesome.
badass?
He's a vampire. He's this Irish vampire who is just trying to get by. You
That's
know, he's
right.
just trying to live. He's got no superpowers other than the fact that he's a vampire.
He just likes to hang out, party, and he just happened to run into Jesse Custer one day.
Custer.
Custer.
Instant friends,
Instant
Jesse Custer
friends, and so
and
they're-
Cassidy.
Jesse and Cassidy just go about their business and live life.
Yeah, he's 119 years young, and he likes doing drugs and drinking alcohol and staying out of the sun. Cassidy's great. And if you're not watching Preacher on AMC, you really should. It's a fantastic
You know
show.
what's funny
So
is
awesome.
I guess Irish people like to stay out of the sun too, so
It's no brainer.
Are all Irish people vampires?
Yes, yes
Oh,
they are.
That makes sense.
Yes, they are.
I'm pretty old.
Well, this was a lot of fun.
All right.
I'm really glad we did this.
This is a nice little place you have here, man.
Well, you know, we try.
I have been kicked
gonna-
out of far shittier places than this.
They're probably going to kick us out any minute now. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Happy
listening.
St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for listening to this silly-ass show that we just did. Really appreciate it. Come back here next week. We do this show every single Sunday. It's not always countdown shows. It's usually news and the week in review, comic book reviews, movie reviews. Check us out on iTunes and, of course, on YouTube at youtube.com/chuckloadofcomics.
We promise our regular weekly show is way better than
Way
this.
more structured and better than this.
I want to give a quick shout out to you guys, saying thank you for letting me come on your show and
Very
High
welcome,
five.
dude.
take names.
Thanks, Andy.
You're very welcome. Come back any
Cool.
time. And, of course, check out BA in the House
That's right.
on YouTube. That's about all we got, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you here next week. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, as they say in Ireland.